Hey guys, and welcome back to the MTK channel. It's Kim here, and today we are going to be talking about the new MeseMoa music video because I didn't have another cover prepared or anything else really. So I thought this would be fun to go through because I was looking up a lot of different things about this new song and it's right before class, so I thought I would get it done now. So MeseMoa's new song, Sesshoseki Session. Gosh, say that 10 times fast. So this song, written by Haliosi from MeseMoa, is based off of the story of the Sesshoseki stone, which is known as the Killing Stone. So this boulder was known to be inhabited by a fox spirit named Tamamo no Mae. Tamamo no Mae was a magical fox spirit who created a lot of mischief in different countries. She was in India, China. She then last part of her story was in Japan. And basically, she is a spirit that feeds off of the souls of other people. And she was very greedy for power and all that. So as she's running away from each of these countries, her last place was Japan, where she became a court member of the emperor at the time. I don't remember who it was or what era we're in exactly. Um, but she disguises herself as a human and basically makes the emperor fall in love with her kind of, and she feeds off his soul. But as soon as like she gets into the court very close to him, people notice like the emperor falls sick. So something's wrong, you know? She obviously did something, and then it came to the point where they were accusing her of not being human because, she's not human. After that, they did some type of ceremony to try and see if she could do the ceremony. She's not a spirit, she is human. If she can't, then she's obviously not human. They find out that she's a fox spirit, the kitsune, and they basically start to hunt after her. She runs away, and she runs away long enough to the point where she gets a premonition of the day before she's going to die. The day before she dies, she gets a premonition dream, and she enters a dream of the person who's leading the hunt, which is Muranosuke, and asks, please spare me, tomorrow you're going to kill me. I know it's going to happen, please spare my life. But they're like, no, you tried to kill the emperor, so of course for all your sins we're going to kill you. They do, and the area where Tama Tamamo no Mae was killed was by a boulder. So although they killed her body, her soul had inhabited the stone around the area where she was killed. And the legend goes that anyone who touches the stone will basically die as her type of like revenge for being killed in that area. There was an exorcism by a priest where they took the stone and they basically shattered a large portion of it, leaving only a base behind. So it no longer killed people and, released Tamamo no Mae's soul from the stone. So that's just some background facts. I obviously did not tell this story very well. But if you want to read up this story, definitely check out. There's so many references. This is just one of them that I looked up. But from my synopsis, that's basically like the majority of the story. So without further ado, now let's check out the actual song with that background information given. And I'm going to tell you guys, when I first watched this, I was not expecting this song to have the meaning that it did. I didn't know the story prior. So when I was watching it, the story I had in mind was more of like, well, you know what? Let's watch it and I'll tell you what I thought it was as we go.
死ぬほど褒めて偉いね綺麗だ
It's so beautiful.
可愛いそそる見事だ恐ろしいたまらない良きかな今は昔時代血を洗う時代
I just have to say, I love stories like, oh no, I changed the song. I love when they start like with the, a long time ago or once upon a time. I just love that. Okay, sorry, continuing.
時代糸麗しきれい妙な午前力
Tamamo no Mae,
席を座れば干からびる
the soul
何
eating,
か詰めようが狐のこと
rumored to be a fox. yeah, I totally forgot to credit that MeseMoa put out so many different translations of this song this time that I'm so excited. They have English, they have two versions of Chinese, French, German, Indonesian, Italian, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Thai, and you could auto translate too. It's so exciting. Okay, anyway, um, so this line, let's just remember that these translations do have a little bit of wonks to them. I'm still waiting for the Mess Samoa fans to put out their translations too to compare. But for the most part, I think it's decent. They did their best and it mostly makes sense. But they're kind of saying like in this story, it feels like Tamama no Mae, or rather the fox of this story, let's say it's a different character, was really just here to because they were in love with humans, they wanted to be around humans. They weren't here to disturb the peace of the humans. It's just they wanted to be around them and loved them very much.
私はただ人を愛しただけただそれだけたったそれだけただそれだけたったそれだけあんたも先に行くのねだったら何も知り
Sorry, I didn't want to pause on that. But so this is kind of like the falling in love thing. You will also pass away before me. So this kind of implies that this fox spirit has been in relationships before. And this is the part where I thought, is there something to do with reincarnation in this story? Because you will also pass away before me, so someone did it before. You're not the only one who has done this. So, they don't want to think about it because obviously they're going to keep losing these people.
たくなかったつまり愛はバカバカしバカし愛どうせ全部私のせいでしょ愛は半ば話愛そこのけそこのけ狐がしょこれで愛してる
Okay, and here's the reason why I thought it was reincarnation. It's because they're taking turns saying lines like these. So maybe it was a line from each era of the person that passed away, if that makes any sense. Let's keep watching.
だ愛しい恋しい苦しいおかしい口惜しいわびしい良きかな
That's my favorite part.
所属花かオン一国よいとのご加藤セッションセクセッションぜ装置を奪い iPad 払われ始終にコリンバット時刻よいとのごだとセッションセクセッションぜ横構え踊り出し関連する正体をさらせだなんてあんたが愛する人
Okay, so this is the part where obviously the fox spirit gets caught. Here's another thing. I just took the shape of a human which you love. So this thought, this made me think that he was replacing the lover of the person who he was, I guess, loving, quote unquote. I thought that this was the fox was trying to replace the lover of the person because they loved that person. So they took the shape of a human which you love. I think there's missing a comma. I took the shape of a human, comma, which you love. So, it's trying to say that humans love humans, not humans love foxes. Um, let's keep watching.
人に化けただけただそれだけたったそれだけただそれだけたったそれだけあんたも取りに来たのねだって
Again, the as well. This is what kind of made me think about past lives. Like, this is not the first time this is happening. I see you've come to rob me as well. Now, if we think of the context of Tamama no Mae, it's because Tamama no Mae ran away from India, from China, and now in Japan, Keep going.
だったら喜んで差し上げるわすなわち愛は生きがいがい生きがいどうせ私なんてい
And now it's this type of I'm entrancing you to keep you around.
らないでしょ愛はだまだま魂魂そこのけそこのけ狐がしょ褒めて偉いね綺麗だ優しい可愛いそそる見事だ恐ろしいたまらない良きかな
Oh my my gosh, do you guys hear the desperation in Nichan's voice? It throws me off. It's like you can hear it's desperation. Like,
そそる見事だ恐ろしいたまらない良きかな
made them desperate.
昔は命で血を隠して闇に紛れて泥にまみれて人の天寿はかくも短もろい去り飛んで尊くしきるちぎりを声も顔もなし
Okay, so this is where I thought it was reincarnation, but I think it's something else.
仕草までもなし君じゃない
This is really where I thought it was about like the reincarnation of a lover because, you're not the original, so you weren't the very first one, but I fall in love with you again, implying that it's still the same person. I think there was some mix-up done here.
のにまた君に恋をするたとえ星が落ちた
Not Toby. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
僕はどこにも行かない君が生き
Shiro
た
the
す
Emperor.
べて
Oh my gosh.
連れて運ぶから
Okay, so I thought this had to do with the death of the other people, but I think it's more as like, I'll keep you in my memory as I pass. Yeah.
褒めて褒めて
And this this switching as a death scene is another reason why I thought it was a reincarnation.
褒めて褒めて惚れて愛してる惚れて好きだ惚れて愛おしい惚れて恋しい
Guys, it was so good. It's doing really well, and I hope that we can reach 300,000 views soon. Okay, so proud of them. This music video was just so amazing. I'm so proud of them. Um, Especially for putting out all those different translations, and now this is the first song that they put out like globally online. So like it's on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. It's on so many different things. Um, but not the point. So let's talk about the story a little more. So I thought it was a story about like the reincarnation of a lover, that this fox was taking the form of a human to be with them and then they keep switching off. But in reality, it's the story of Tamama no Mae and the emperor. Even though the emperor should basically be dead almost because, Tamamo, oh gosh, Tamamo no Mae basically sucked most of his soul out of him. But I guess, he was basically entranced to the point where it was almost like he couldn't live without the fox spirit, the emperor. I think this scene is trying to replicate if the emperor was to be all of them. So they're emanating the emperor's words through them because, it's a group song. So even though right now they're warriors, um, they're supposed to be emanating, this past lover that probably is going to be the entity of the emperor. The only thing I think was a little confusing for me was I'm pretty sure Aoi is supposed to be Muranosuke, who had no sentiment towards Tamamo no Mae, and just wanted Tamamo no Mae dead. But, I think it's because Aoi is the center of the universe. Um, the center of the universe, center of the... What's that phrase? The star of all... The center... You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know how the phrase goes, but I think it's just because of Aoi's Aoi. That's why he ended it. I would have expected it would have been Shiro to end it, but I mean, this is so cute too. It's just like, but I just find it so funny because Aoi's so small and then Toby's so big. But yeah, what do you guys think? Overall, it's a really great story. I love the cinematic feeling of like this being a movie, a musical almost, even though it's just a music video and all that. And yeah, Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you thought about the music video in the comments below. If you have any comments about the translations or even the storyline itself, let me know. I'll see you guys next video.
良きかな転属した果ては国幾重の相続花かオン密告用とのご加藤セッションセクセッション全装置を奪い iPad 払われ始終にクリーンバット時刻用とのごだとセッションセクセッション全横構え踊りが